So today I'm going to talk to you about what not to do to your real estate agent if you don't want them to kill you.
Or have an aneurysm.
Yes. So number one thing, do not ever text your agent and say, hey, I just went out and bought all brand new appliances. I hope putting it on my credit card's not going to impact my loan. Because guess what? It does.
And Kristi, what happens like right before your closing? What do they pull again?
Oh, they pull your credit. And when they see that you now have a $200 bill that you never had before, might impact what you can qualify for at that point.
Just a scotch.
So when you send that text message, be prepared. You're going to get the WTF, did you do text message back from your agent. It's going to be non-filtered, and we're going to be smacking our heads, stomping our feet, crying like a baby, and saying, why me?
You will get to see us unfiltered.
Yes, absolutely.
So if that's your goal,
you're there.
That will accomplish it.
What else should we not do when we're under contract?
Also, I mean, anything with your credit, but one thing that sometimes people will do trying to help themselves, but it ends up hurting themselves, is to pay something off. Yeah. So anything with your credit cards, loans, anything, double check with your loan person before you do it. Because it sounds weird that paying something off or getting yourself in a better financial space would negatively affect you, but it can.
It can, and it does. Mm-hmm. And it could make or break your deal. So I send out an email, Lauren sends out an email anytime you're under contract, and it's kind of like the 10 commandments of buying, like what you should and shouldn't do. And that's one of the big things is, even if you, like she said, even if you think you're doing good and you're doing something that's going to benefit you, don't do anything with your bills other than pay your monthly payments like you have been for the past 6 months. And if you get a collection letter or you get a notice from a bank, or even if you get like a 0% interest if you transfer your credit cards, don't do it. Don't do anything without calling your loan officer and running it past them first. Because, I mean, we've really honestly had people lose their homes and lose their loans because of doing something that they were only trying to help themselves with.
And seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, that doesn't sound counterintuitive to, pay something off, or, oh, I got a little more money, I'm going to just take care of this. But always just double check.
Or even, going back to the credit card thing, one of the common things is, a lot of times retailers will have same as cash, 18 months same as cash, or no payments for 18 months. So you think as a buyer and as a consumer, because you don't know better, you don't do this very often, that it's okay for you to establish that credit line because you don't have to pay on it for 2 years. Well, it still impacts your credit because it's still a new debt. So again, all the time, talk to your loan officer.
We have a rule, anything over $400.
Yeah.
Just, even if it's cash, even if maybe you're taking out of your bank and you're, buying a new thing for your home, whatever it might be, always double check. If it's over $400, you definitely just want to, you're not bugging us, you're not bugging them. They would much rather you call them and be like, hey, is it okay for me to do this 10 times than to get the call after one time where they can't help anymore. You already did it.
So you just said cash, which sparked a memory for me. So one of the things that I want to talk to you guys too about is pillow stuffing and mattress stuffing. So if you are a mattress and or pillow stuffer, understand that money has to stay stuffed. You cannot count on that money as part of your loan if you need it for your down payment or your closing cost. Every bit of money that you use to purchase your home or that you live off of during the whole closing process is incorporated. It's accounted for. So if you have $2,000 in a safe at your home that your buddy gave you, you might have made it, selling some stuff on Craigslist or Facebook. Doesn't matter. If it's not in your bank account, they can't use it. Everything has to be sourced. So
2 months, 2 statements.
Yes, 2 bank statements.
So maybe you're thinking about buying, put that money in the bank. You can take it out after, but just that way you have a track record. You know it's there and they can use it if you need anything last minute.
Right. And if anything, it's going to make you look a little more financially stable. So.